Who's there? Welcome to Ravenport Farm, and I think we're going to be doing some baling today. You remember all the raking we did? That tractor I got to bring back. Yeah, that's the one that I had on the rake. I think I'm going to put the mowers away and hook up. Wait a minute now. Is the baler? Yeah, the baler's in there. Okay, just wanted to make sure. My new drive-through shed. Now let me think about this. Okay, I think I'll take this right here and oops, can't do that. Gotta just drop it. Okay. And I'm gonna put that mower there. And we're gonna get the baler. Sometime I'm gonna have to try smoothing this barnyard out a little. Use the landscaping tools. Oh, I guess it had never been folded or unfolded or whatever. Okay, turn it on and lower it. I can't even see in all these bushes. Definitely gonna have to plow that along with the rest of the field. Okay, that's right, that is a straw bale. Wondered why that wasn't wrapping. And I don't think, I don't think I like that as well as 17, where whatever was going in is what came out. This is whatever's in there is what goes in is converted to that, and of course obviously then what comes out is what was in there to begin with. If you had 1 liter in there, I guess, of straw, and you put 3,999 liters of grass in there, you'd end up with be all straw, 4,000 liters of straw. I think that's a bit odd. Guess if you were doing something like a loading wagon and you wanted to try to manipulate the system, which might be good, since the system is not very nice in my opinion. You could put just a few liters of hay in there and then tens of thousands of liters of grass, and I guess you'd have whatever the capacity of the loading wagon was, you'd have in hay. Oh. Take that off. I guess there's no point in going around that corner. So I will do this. I'll just go across. This is tricky with all the trees around. Let's see, dump that. Come on. Guess this will do it. Well, I'm not even going to guess the number of bales. Daggerwin likes to do that, but I'm usually so far off that just bruises my ego because I can't get it right. I pushed the button. Why didn't you come off? Should have an indicator of when the bale is wrapped. We can whiz right along here. Can't read how full the baler is, but there's that stump. And I can hear the baler close. So take care of that. Hopefully I'm getting the whole thing. When I was a boy, I always used to enjoy watching hay, and I was pretty young, but my cousin and I would even pick up bales some. I can just remember how heavy they were. And then we had a neighbor that was a teenager, and their whole family, you know, all the guys in that family, including their dad, was just really strong. And it always amazed my cousin and I. Of course, obviously he was quite a bit older than we were, but he would just pick those bales up and sling them. I can remember most of the farmers in the neighborhood. Of course, these were just real small farms and not real good farmland. This was in New Hampshire. We were up in the hills. And most of the farmers, for their hay rakes, they actually had old horse rakes that they had adapted. They had put a hitch on them so they could hook them to their tractor. And then they usually put ropes that they would run to the seat of the tractor where the operator was, and they would just pull the proper rope at the proper time, and it would either drop the rake or lift the rake, and they would have to rake sideways in the field. And just every time they got to the windrow, what they would do is they would pull that rope to drop the windrow there, to put the windrow in a straight line, if you can follow that. And that's the way it worked. And then a dairy farmer in the neighborhood got a brand new, it's what we call the side delivery rake. And that was one, it actually would put the hay off to the side. It would rake it off to the side. And boy, I mean, that was just an absolutely marvelous thing to watch, because there was no pulling and pushing of levers. They just drove it around in the field, you know, drove it around or back and forth, and it just made those windrows just as nice as could be. And then it had some kind of a dog system in the wheels, and I can remember when they would turn, because I think it was driven, you know, by the wheels and not by anything else. When they would turn, it would click. And I just, again, that was pretty neat for a youngster to hear that when it turned. Just hear it click, 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 click. You know, just a bunch of clicks. I think we're close to done. And I will have to I thought I still had a window or part of a window up here, but I sure don't see it. No, I think I got everything. Got a little bit right here. I don't think there's going to be, I don't think I'm going to have enough. I got to have over 1,000 liters. And I do not think. There's a little bit here. Might be a little bit. That's going to get us to within 1,000 liters, I think. No? Didn't even do that. Well, let's go down here on the corner. Maybe there's something down there. I know when I came around this corner, I think I was in the trees, and I'm not sure if I got everything down here or not. Just a little bit. Okay. guess since I've had this in here, I'm just going to back it in. Oh, I might use the Fiat to pick up the bales, but it's, you know, it's slow. So I think I'm just going to take this tractor as long as it's running and doing well. Okay, there is the bale. Picker-upper. There we are. And I got one down here too. Oh, come on. That was stupid. I mean, is driving really that hard for you? Now I pushed it into a low spot there. Of course, these trees aren't a big help. This should be a fun and easy part of the job. Is there anything up on the side? No, I don't see it. I would think I could have, you know, possibly have two loads. 2 loads of bales. Be nice if I did. Man, I got one bale right up against the machine shed there. Think I can get that. Yep, got it. Hey, maybe I ought to try to just go right over that hill there. What do you think? Well, we'll sell the bales and then probably the next thing would be to start the plowing. I guess I'll use this tractor for that too. So that's pretty well up through here, even hauling something. It'll step right along. I'm hoping I might be able to do some of the plowing with a worker. Oh, shoot. Again, with this terrible HUD, I can't even see. Almost $16,000. I gotta kind of keep to the left because of course that thing will not go up for a long time. I don't know why it doesn't come up right away. I am moving on. I think I got stuck on something there. Well, I got half a load, and I've got one right down here. Three more and I'll have a full load. I thought I had more over here. Is that all I've got? Just 13 bales? Oh, wait a minute. I know there was one more up here. Not the straw bale. Yeah, there it is. Oh, come on. Man. Nobody knows how much I hate these trees. There we are. And I think this last bale up here was a straw bale. And I'm not going to sell that. I'll just keep that for straw for the horses. You know, I'll get straw in the future, but for now I'm just going to keep it. Well, that is a bit of a disappointment. But that whole field, you know, once it's seeded down, and the old field part is seeded down, that should yield really well. $12,000. I can't forget where this trailer and tractor are. Well, I really appreciate your watching. You can like, comment, and subscribe below. I hope you have a blessed day.